Looking dapper.
Oh well. That's the way it rolls, I suppose. Take care, Silverwing. Thanks for dropping by. Bit prize. Thanks, sweet orange bunny. Ah, screw it. Ones and zeros only. Wow, Weird Alchemist. That was actually quite a lot. Aavak, what happened to Expeditions Vikings for this week? It'll be coming out tomorrow. So a tip, Aavak. As I'm 45 hours into the game, missiles are OP to knock mechs down, and PPCs are best for alpha damage. Yes. Aavak, can't be worse than last time. Well, that is true. But before we go any further, I need to make good on a promise. I will quickly check for you now. Weird Alchemist. How many emotes until the next emote? Tier thingamajig. Doop 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 doop. Right then. I think another 13. I believe. I think the next one is at 450. Let me just double check that though. Just finding out now. Thank you for all the cheers, guys. Seriously, that's amazing. Yeah, 13 to go. And then after that, 50. And then after that, it starts going up in hundreds rather than 50s. There you go. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it in the ass end of the frontier for 3 years now. And we're drowning in debt. I'm fully aware of our financial situation, Maya. But I can't just conjure up new clients out of thin air. Martin, do me solid and back me up on this. If we're really that hard up for cash, then we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. Hey, you hear no arguments from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. Darius, can you walk us through the details of this trouble we're in? It might help if we broke things down, point by point. And thank you very much for the next gifted sub. This time, one to Gaffer77. Very kind of you indeed. And thanks to Marussia and Sweet Orange Bunny and Goon Recruiter for the cheers as well. Alright, there we go.
Looking dapper.
My lord. Zenzi Aurora has been gifted another sub. Sure thing, Yang. Point 1. May is right. We're in debt. Every sea bill we make technically belongs to the banks. Point 2. This corner of the frontier is a dead zone for mercenary work. There are clients, but they're terrible. That's just a fact. And that's it. There are no more points. What's the best case scenario? How many jobs will it take to repay the loans? Truthfully, I can't even say. We're in a pretty deep hole. And from where I'm standing, I don't see a whole lot of daylight anymore. The thing is, these banks, and I use the words loosely, they don't want us to pay off our loans. They'll do whatever they can to get away with to keep us on the hook. Hit us with fees, jack up our interest rates, misfile our paperwork. I'm trying to find us a way out of this, but it's going to take time. And every day that passes, we accumulate more debt. If we keep going like this, we're screwed. Why not just refuse to pay? We can afford to throw our weight around. We've got BattleMechs. Or, okay, so we're in a bad spot. What are we going to do about it? I'll go with that one. I don't see what else we can do, Mostin. I'm already serving up every legitimate contract I can find. Unless you want me to sidestep the mercenary review board entirely, we're basically out of options. Go around the MRB? No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a great way to wind up with a knife in your back. We're already taking a lot of risks out here. I don't want to compound them or We just got betrayed on a board-certified contract, Yang. How much worse could it get? Plenty. What happened down there was an exception, boss. With uncertified jobs, it's the rule. Remind me again why we don't just skip town and head to a nicer corner of the periphery? Because the banks and the jump ship crews have an arrangement. Until we pay up, they're going to keep us on a short leash. That's a good reason. Look, Darius. May is right.
Dapper.
We need to start earning some real money. And we need to do it soon. It's only a matter of time before something breaks down that I can't fix with duct tape and good intentions. I like that. Duct tape and good intentions. Also, I'm going to drop the volume on Slobs a little bit more. I'm sorry I haven't done this before now. It's never been quite as disruptive as it is right now. Let's drop that down to 25%. Hopefully it's now loud enough that I will still hear the announcements. Maybe not. Thank you very much, Marushia. I'm always going to struggle a little bit with your name until I've said it enough. And then I'll stop struggling. And thank you so much for Weird Alchemist's generosity. I know I mentioned it being a bit disruptive. And it is. There's no way around that. When I'm in the middle of saying something, if that goes off, there's this moment where my brain kind of like stutters. But I really, really do appreciate all of the generosity that you're shoveling my way. I'm beyond the point where I know how to use words to express quite how grateful I am for the amount of generosity you've shown. That's how much it is now. It's redonkulous. Redonkulous, my friend. Right. Now, because of our origin was that my family was betrayed, I'm no stranger to betrayal, Yang. I lost my family to someone I thought of as a friend. That doesn't change the fact that we need money. Yeah, boss. Much as I hate to say it, I agree with you. We need to sidestep the MRB. Guess I'd better get mentally prepared for a knife in the back, huh? It's settled then. I'll start digging for contracts outside the MRB system. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out for the best. It isn't like we've got all that much to lose. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job. And our prospects in this system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to a neighbouring system and seeing what the review board has for us. With any luck, we'll find enough work to keep going until something better rolls in. The banks are holding our jump ship access hostage until we repay our debt. For now, we can only go between Kruin and the nearby systems of Alloway, Bellerophon, Bellerophon, and Detroit. Our top priority right now has to be finding work, so we can raise cash. None of the contracts here are very good. I picked out the only viable one I could find, and it helpfully includes our travel fees as part of the deal. Come to the command center when you're ready to review it. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the tutorial stuff I went through last time. We'll check things out over time, but I'm confident enough about the mechanics of BattleTech to be able to talk through most of the stuff that has explicit tutorials. But I do want to just point out that there are really well-written tutorials in this game. If you're a new player to this, go between all of these areas, talk to the NPCs there, find out about them, find out about the way the game works, especially the mech bay, because there's a lot of information there, not just about how to repair and refit your mechs, but also stuff that you should be keeping in mind in combat. It's really, really worth doing. Thanks, Weird Alchemist. To gift subs to Cyrus, Bellevue, Jake Toady, and Sweet Orange Bunny just gifted a sub to Stay Hydrated Bot. Well done, Stay Hydrated Bot. Marushia. I will try so hard to remember that, Marushia, but I'm not sure I will. I will really try, though. Super try. Okay. Night spread. Aavak, I'm speechless. No, say it ain't so. Aavak, you're speechless. No more dulcet tones. It's kind of you to say. Right, but since Stay Hydrated Bot is nagging me, I'm going to step away for a moment. We're at a good place for that. I'm going to go and grab a drink. I won't be long. Don't worry. Don't have to panic. It's fine. I'll be able to hear you. Got my headset on, okay? So don't worry. But you should probably go and get a drink yourself, or at least move around a little bit. maybe go walk to the window, peer outside, see what the world is like on the other side of the glass for a few moments. Or maybe go over to the mirror, peer to the other side, see what your reflection is getting up to. Probably doing exactly the same as you, honestly. Probably watching Reflected Universe Aavak playing BattleTech right now. If it is not doing what you're doing, panic. Run. Quickly. Run as far away from the mirror as you can. Get out. Just go to the hills. Don't go anywhere with mirrors. Avoid still pools. Never peer into a still body of water ever again. It's fine if it's running. It's fine if it's shower. That's okay. Just never if it's still. And never if there's an actual mirror. Just avoid it. On dark nights, make sure all the windows are covered with curtains because the reflection... Sorry, I'm just being realistic. If your reflection is not doing what you're doing in the mirror, it's time for you to leave right now. And I'll have the VODs going up on YouTube later so you can catch up. So don't worry about missing the end of the stream. But I'm going to go and grab a drink. I'm back. Aavak, outside? What is this outside you speak of? Thank you again to Weird Alchemist for 2 new subs. Sora Riku and Hoofnice. Or Hoofnice. Well, Aavak, I just made dinner, so I've been walking around like crazy. Making sweet chili chicken. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Alright, everyone. Chair stream time. Best part of it. Really, Stonewolf, that's so mean. It is a dapper chair. That's true. But saying it's the best part of the stream, that's just hurtful, man. Thank you very much, Exemplary Templar. And thank you again for the new gifted sub, Weird Alchemist. And this did Dog. We've done 120 gifted subs. I don't. Right, okay. So, we're going to have a few more moments. Just for anyone who has stepped away and is a little bit less fast than me at getting their drinks. How are you all liking the new emotes, by the way? I'm quite fond of them myself. But then they're my emotes, so that stands to reason. And I know how many lives went into each of those emotes. Because, you know, when I said Metaslee was sent to find the emotes in the emote mines, and there were lots of starving artists down there, I didn't really go into the detail of how one actually mines for emotes. It involves battle. You see... It's not like a pickaxe and like a seam of emotes. I mean, a pickaxe could be involved, actually. You use what you've got to hand, I suppose. But you see, emotes, they don't come from rock. And there's a reason why the mine is full of starving artists. It's kind of bloody affair, really. Most other streamers wouldn't tell you where their emotes came from, but I feel that I need to be honest with you. And I mean, Meta is an artist, so it's kind of like... It's particularly brutal on her, really, when you think about it. It's like murdering your own kind in order to... Or it is murdering your own kind. At the very least, she didn't eat them, though. Or at least I wasn't told that she did. I mean, the pizza one does look suspiciously delicious. Maybe. Maybe they should just mine for valuable ores then. Yeah, maybe they should. Maybe they should. Okay, right. Thank you again, Weed Alchemist, and welcome, Blue Rose Undertaker, to the sub club. It is time for us to get back to the game. So, let's check out the store. Got a tiny bit of money. Ow. My eyes are stinging a little bit. Partial mech salvage. Not going to be buying any of that. Flamer might be nice, though. Flamer weapons are unique in that they deal little physical damage, but instead expel superheated plasma, applying substantial heat to their target. When done properly, this can hamper enemy return fire, or even cause the targeted unit to shut down from overheating. See, I would like to get 2 of those, if I could. I think that would be pretty funny. Sure, I'll buy a flamer. Donk.
New weapon systems
Can I buy 2? Yes, I can. Donk. Okay. Done. But there's nothing really else there that I want. Head to the mech base. MGs are crit machines. Flamers are wicked sick on lunar and Martian biomes. Are they? Why? Specifically? I wonder. Okay, well, we need to go to the refit. Because I would quite like to set this up to do a little bit more punchy. I like using the spider as a close combat mech. I do. There we go. And repair. Average range is super down. Heat efficiency is pretty good. Firepower has no firepower really. Melee, eh. If we can pick up anything that will improve the melee on this, that would be grand. But strip armor and then reapply armor evenly. I want to have his noggin safe. Can I not do that then? There we go. Can I... not just fill that up? Is there no way for me to manually... I would have thought that there would be a way for me to just, say, use what a remaining space there is to add armor there, but there doesn't seem to be. Unless I'm just not getting it. I'm trying to use different keys right now. Hi Aavak, how's the stream? It's going very well. SMP, thank you very much for asking. Did I miss a splat raid? What? Surely not. I see no splat raid. Third icon on the top of the mech, Aavak for armor. But yeah, that strip armor or max armor. If I do that, it just redistributes the armor, but I wanted to push as much into the head as possible. You're the unofficial crew. Oh, I see. The unofficial raid. That's even better. That's like a secret raid. It's any kind of secret club is the best club. Let's be honest with ourselves. The best club has the best stuff. They've got the best waiting staff. They have the best. They serve the best cocktails. It's just truth. I'm sorry. The tables are made of better stuff. The seats are made of better things. Some places, the seats are made of better people. We don't talk about those clubs. At least not much. We don't talk much about those clubs. Usually. Let's move on. So, yeah. I'm just going to have to accept that, I guess. Thank you. Sounds like I have to start pumping up gunnery. Better people, do you play RimWorld? As it happens, I do. I may make clothes out of people in RimWorld, yes. The raid is a rogue element. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, welcome, lords and ladies of the Nerd Castle. Decker is out of action for 26 days. And the spider's, going to be fixed in 4 days. Yeah, it's okay. What gear do I have? If I go to refit, what weapons do I currently have? See, I'm not huge on the small laser here. If we took that off, I gave you a large laser instead. Strip all armor. I like you having LRMs. It's nice. It's useful. But we could go for making this into much more of a laser boat. Heat efficiency is way down with all of this. Do I have any spare heat sinks is the question. I might do. Armor is way too low, though. Armor being that low is scary. Maybe if I move that around instead. It's not terrible, I guess. Well, at that point, we don't need the extra heat sinks either. Could go for extra jump jets, though. That's that. Oh. Oh, max number of jump jets reached. It's a bit annoying, but okay. At this point, very heavily armored. I don't know. I like having indirect fire for this, or I could just turn this into a full-on laser mech. There's still plenty of armor there. It's reasonable heat efficiency. Huh. Anyway, Aavak, I missed last stream, so what is this a game? This is BattleTech Fireborn. It is so much more than XCOM with giant robots, but if you are familiar with XCOM and not at all familiar with BattleTech, that's the easiest way of explaining it. It is a highly politically focused XCOM with giant robots. There's no aliens and there's no clandestine, paramilitary group. Well, I mean, I guess there are, but there's more like noble houses at war with each other, and their honor guard and their knights and stuff fighting giant robots. Take care, Grumwolf. I think I'll go with the large laser. We'll just see how this works. It might work really well, and it might not. Have I got any other support weapons? I mean, sure, I'll leave that on there just so that we have still got a bit of a wee bit of extra damage potential in the middle of fights. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get that done. Right. Be 10 days to get that one done as well. That's 14 days to get both of those sorted. I'm alright with that. Now, so have a look at the contracts. I'm guessing the technology is some broken piece of scrap, but the Magistracy of Canopus is willing to pay to recover it. We go in and get out before they even know what hit them. Our operatives on Belafon covered a functional piece of SLDF technology, but before they could deliver it to us, they were captured by pirate forces. We need a team to assault the location they're being held, recover the technology, and escape. Okay? It's 12 days. There'll be 2 extra days we need to wait for the updates on the Vindicator to go through. Marusha. Alright, Dapplings, depositing the last of my bits and heading out. Aavak will DM you tips for pronouncing my name. We'll get there. Take care. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you so much again, Witch Doctor, for the cheer as well. You're all being incredibly kind. Game sounds real quiet. Does it sound quiet for anyone else? Shouldn't be sounding that quiet. I mean, right now, yes, but let's negotiate. Right now, well, do I want more pay or more? I think I want more pay than more salvage. Well, I hope you're in good health. This contract may interest you. It fits your skills and the strength of your company. With any luck, we'll both get what we want out of this job. Very well. Could get a boost. Very well. I'll increase the volume in just a moment. In fact, let's just rise the master volume. There we go. That should be a wee bit better. Let me know if there's any issues with that. There we are. Achievement unlocked, apparently. Refitted a mech with only support weapons. Hooray! Punchmaster 6000. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I really like the idea of the jump ships. Right. Shakedown. You're on the Leopard's Bridge when Sumaya, Yang, and Darius for the daily staff briefing. Darius says, we received these 3 messages from the banks. Loan sharks. Sumaya cuts in. From the people who are financing us, Darius continues. They're considering rewriting the terms of our loans so it'll be easier to seize the ship if we miss a payment. As usual, they're only doing this because they believe we can't fight in court. I'm going to sweet talk the banks. I'll talk to them, you say, and the meeting moves on. Afterward, you record a response. In it, you explain that, with much gravitas, that you selected each of the banks for their prestige and reliability. You remind them of your impeccable payment history. You conclude by expressing your desire for a long and fruitful financial relationship with them, hinting that you might seek additional loans when your current ones are paid in full. A few days later, the banks contact you to say their previous messages were sent in error and should be ignored. Your company has gained the following tags. Loan status fair. Hooray. Right, before we go any further, let's go to Captain's Quarters. We need to do some painting. Aavak's Marauders. No. We need a new name for the company. It is an important thing. As a note, Aavak, if Samira is Japanese, her name is pronounced with a hard I and a rolling R. Samire. Samire. Okay. Take care, Firebone. Bit off topic. Aavak, when is your next Cataclysm episode coming out? I'm really hyped for Weird Alchemist. Hyped from Weird Alchemist gifting me a sub. The next one will be tomorrow. At the moment, there's quite a lot of interest in the series, and as long as that interest carries on, then it'll be pretty much daily content of it. Spacelings! Ferretus 4. I like it. Maybe something with the ferrets would be a good one. Wouldn't it be more closer to Sumire? I've no idea, Jake. Mary Meerkat just subscribed. Thank you very much. The Dapperlicious Elite. Don't know about that one. And yeah, I love that this is presented as a miniature painting as well. I think that's fantastic. The accent should be yellow. The primary should be metallic red, I think. Let's go and find metallic red. Or maybe metallic orange. Nah, metallic red. So, yeah, I think that is probably a bit better. Yeah, red, 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 and then orange, I think. Furry Force. That's far too close to the Ginyu Force, and no. No. Electronic Arts. The Tea Makers. The TMC. Tali, Midna, and Siri. I kind of like that, actually. The Dapperly Deadly Derpers. No. Oh, I like it. The Dappernauts. Yes, I approve. We will take that. And we need an insignia that speaks of Dappernauts. Let's find something. Kind of like that, actually. We'll go with that one. Let me just make sure that all went through okay. Oh, Daspernauts. Dappernauts. There we go. That's a bit better. You spelled Daspernauts. You've added an S. I know. I've already corrected it, but you won't know that I've corrected it for like 10 seconds. Scallywag Twitch and your Twitch delays. But that's fine. Let's go to the barracks and actually get our MechWarriors some level ups.
Standing by.
Good to go.
You've only got... Well, actually, you'll still end up with 400 EXP after this. Sure. Go ahead and get some more piloting ability. Glitch. I would love it if you could shoot at different people, but you can't right now. In which case... No, you can't even get that yet, but you will get there eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna pop a fair bit into gunnery.
MechWarrior training complete.
There we go. And that I approve of. Medusa, you've got quite a lot here, actually. I wouldn't mind getting that, but well, let's go for tactics for you. And then we'll get sensor lock after that.
Training complete.
Okay. Alright, good enough for me. Are we naught dapper, or did you mean astronaut? Well, I mean, in my defense on that one, I was spelling it the way it was spelled in the message. I mean, the dapper part, yeah, that was my misspelling, but I don't know. How would you spell dreadnought? I thought it was with an AU. I could be wrong on that. You know what? Google is at my fingertips. Well, that's actually on my computer. Let me go and just type in dreadnought. Let's see. Oh no, it's an NOUGH. Okay, let me go and correct that then. There we go. Saved. I don't know how it's supposed to be spelled. I think I misspelled the play on Dreadnought. Yeah, that's fine though. Spelling is hard. It's really hard sometimes. Right, that's good enough. Let's continue on. Thank you very much for the cheer, Merry Meerkat. We've arrived at the Battlefront Commander, ready to proceed with the contact? No. Need another 2 days. And bump. Excellent. Now we can launch the contract. Thank you, Clarissa. Just to let you know, you won't be getting any heavies soon. I assumed as much. But thank you for confirming it. There we go. We'll also be taking the Shadowhawk, Spider, and the Vindicator. There we are. Glitch. In you go. Me on the Black Hawk, Behemoth, and Medusa. There we are. Time to deploy. Did I notice a 10,000 adverts? What? No, that didn't show up. Give me a moment. I'm checking the chat, and I don't see it. I can see the extra 100 bits with the message, and now I am at the top. I imagine the reason you posted that is that you had the 10,000 bits. Thank you so much, by the way. And then you just needed an extra 100 to take the top spot. But I'm literally looking at the chat, and I'm moving back all the way to the previous cheer. And for some reason, that one didn't show up in my chat. I can see it, though, over on the side. Thank you so much, by the way. And thank you to Weird Alchemist as well for the follow-up cheer. But, oh, my lord, I'm so sorry that I missed that initially. Thank you so, so much. Let me read out the message. So, here I was thinking that I've already done this for good old Splat, and yet I haven't done this for a fellow Brit. So here I am. Much love from Manchester, British Army, and a merry combat medic. Thank you so much. I was actually at Manchester. I had to go for my medical procedure, which wasn't the best time of my life, but I had to go to a specialist down that way last year. It was actually really lovely. I'd never been there before. And I had a little hotel. Unfortunately, were you to ask me now, I could point you out on a map, but I can't remember the name of the place now. But it was along a river, and it was just a lovely. I remember the cabbie who took me from the train station. Lovely fella, very chatty, but so proud of Manchester. That's what stuck with me. So proud. He gave me a huge rundown of the history of the place and places to go, and I didn't have the heart to tell him, like, I'm going to be in no state to go anywhere when they're done with this operation. But it was actually really lovely because he was so genuinely proud of where he lived, and that just stuck with me. Manchester's a lovely place. It is. Yes, it is a lovely place. And then I came back, and then, as I recall, I started playing, what was it? Snake Pass. I was kind of battered and bruised, and I needed a game that just made me happy. And that's the game I played. Mishima, thank you very much for the subscription. And Dragon Donkey, thank you so much. And First Army as well. You're all so incredibly kind. Thank you so, so much. For a moment, I thought you said a KV drove you around. Oh, a cabbie. Taxi cab. Will I be playing BattleTech a lot? Yeah, until I complete it. I mean, I'll probably play... The next stream I do will probably be Oxygen Not Included, because I need to keep... I've run out of footage from the last streams to put up for that. But, yeah, then we'll be back to this. Let me just double check, make sure I haven't missed anyone. Doesn't look like I have. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Right, let's jump down into this mission.
Command interface initiated.
Commander, the target location is likely to be well defended. We need to move up, get eyes on the location, and neutralize any enemy forces. Once we've secured the SLDF tech, the Leopard will extract us at this landing zone. Best of luck, Commander. Oliveira out.
Well, this is a hellhole.
Kind of rude, but I guess. Oh, kind of nice to me. Right. Let's move, but move carefully, please.
Aye, aye. Got it.
Location confirmed.
Oh, there we go.
Have something.
Okay, so they're a fast mech. Anger reserve.
I copy.
Let them come to me first. There we are. Guarded, evasive, entrenched.
Yes, Commander.
I'd have to show myself if I wanted to do that, and I don't particularly want to.
For orders. Heading out.
Oh, you were the one who could see it. Oh, damn. I should have double checked that, actually.
I hear ya.
Much silly.
Moving out.
Aavak, I was playing Cataclysm today, and my first encounter with the zombie was rather silly. I just lured it into the open area and threw rocks at it while running in a wide circle. It works. It works. Nothing silly about that. You do what you gotta do.
Standing by.
I'm gonna move over there. Close enough, but might also be out of its way.
Another bogey.
Okay. Aavak has a couple of new episodes of it up. Yeah, I do. I'm really enjoying Kata. I'm having to stop myself from playing it too much. Thank you very much, Wolfpack. Very kind of you indeed, mate. There we go.
Damage is minor, Commander.
That is because you were braced. Right then. Let's have a look at you. What kind of armor have you got? You've got practically nothing. If we attack from this side, we're going to guarantee that we're taking off something. Got anything over there? Jump jets. Okay. Go for it.
Moving out.
There you go. Thank you very much, Weird Alchemist. Gifted a sub to First Army. Very dapper of you indeed. Okay, let's have you move up. Unfortunately, I can't get into a position where I can easily go into melee, but it's good enough. Send these off. Not particularly useful for me right now. Wow, okay.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That was a little bit faster than I was really hoping for, I'll be honest.
Ready for orders. Confirm.
Waiting on you, Commander. No sweat.
Thank you. Are you going to pop out, or are we going to have to wait for the next turn? I think we're going to have to wait for the next turn, aren't we? Maybe not. Oh. What could see me? I wonder. Curious, but alright. Any turrets up there? Doesn't look like.
What do you need?
I would love it if you could just get in there and attack, but it doesn't look like you can.
Roger.
Thank you very much, Weird Alchemist. Oh wow, you guys are being ridiculously generous tonight. After a certain point, it feels weird to just say thank you because, like, well, these words are not conveying enough meaning, but it's the only word I've got. Thank you. Right, sure, go ahead and just unload with your flamer, I guess. No idea if that was enough heat to really cause any particular damage, but it's funny.
What can I do for you? Time to fly.
Meerkat and Alchemist are having a little bit of a bid war. Oh my lord. Mary Meerkat has see this. Sometimes you see people having bit wars with like 1-bit cheers. Weird Alchemist and Mary Meerkat. This is the high stakes poker table. This is the difference between the low stakes poker table and the high stakes poker table. My lord, guys. Right. Can I see how you're very far away from even remotely enough heat for it to be a problem? Just
Tell me what to shoot.
PPC. That'll do. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's fine.
Should have run when you had the chance.
Really should have, actually. I mean, that is not at all wrong. Our morale is stupid high. We need to start using some of that morale.
You betcha.
Alright, let's keep going. Seriously, though, guys, thank you so much. And again, I feel like I'm nagging sometimes when I say this, but I wouldn't feel right if I didn't reiterate it.
Don't need to tell me twice.
I would not ever want someone to cheer or sub or do anything, offer any kind of monetary support if it was beyond their means. There's no value in people just moving debt around, in my opinion. So just wanna be certain that
Roger that.
it's very easy to get caught up in the act of giving. Giving is extremely pleasant for most people, and so I understand that.
Stabilize.
Just make sure you're not spending something you don't have to spend. I understand as well that people can be in very different places in their lives, and for some people, what might appear like a ridiculous amount of money is it's just loose change, and it's amazing when you're in that position. And if you decide to spend that money on me, then wow, thank you so much. But just I would not gain any happiness, even if it was attached to a lot of money, from knowing that someone else was going without something, basically. It's all aggressive love, Aavak. And as a medic, I get carried away in generosity. Yeah, see, that's the part. I don't want people to get carried away. As long as the informed decisions are being made, that's fine. But, game sounds are still really muted. Is anyone else having problem with the game audio? Let me know. Yep. Slightly. Game is very quiet, Aavak. Well, that surprises me. I'll play around with the audio mixer. Maybe it's because I dropped Slobs' volume in an attempt to stop the bit sounds from being too overpowering. Hold this location until our people can grab the asset. Very well.
We have the asset, Commander.
Well done. You managed to wipe the Op4 out. I can do an extract right now. No need to get to our planned LZ. Oh, fair enough. Game is a bit quiet. Okay, I'll turn her up a little bit, but I'm not really sure on that one. We will have to see.